Floosmoor Station is located, appropriately enough, in the old Flossmoor train station. This is a 100-year-old building that was renovated and restored to an award-winning brewery in 1996. Brewmaster Matt Van Wyck is inside waiting to give us a tour. Let's check it out.
We make about 25 different styles throughout the year, and we usually have about 12 on at one time. We've won several Great American Beer Festival awards and also some World Beer Cup awards. There's some pub grub food on the menu and some real good American classic food. Over here we start with the mash tun. That's the top half of this tank right here. The malted barley and the water goes in there. After a certain amount of time, it comes over underneath the platform here to the kettle. At that point, we add the hops. After that's done, we want to cool it down through a heat exchanger. Throw some yeast in line, goes into one of our 4 fermenters right here, and ferment away into one of our great beers. We have a 15-barrel system where we make about 30 kegs in each batch, which is 465 gallons.
Boy, what a great introduction to the world of craft beers. There is another great place about 10 miles east of here, just over the Illinois border in Munster, Indiana. We're gonna go check 3 Floyds out next, but first things first, we've got some work to do here, guys. Cheers! 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 Yes, this is an industrial park, but yes, there is also a brewery right over my shoulder. You've probably seen 3 Floyd's beers in your grocery, maybe in your favorite bar. This is where they make the beer. There's also a really cool brew pub inside where you get a chance to sample all of their different beers.
3 Floyds was started by Nick Floyd in 1996. The original brewery was in Hammond, Indiana. It was a tiny little warehouse, and there were none of these fancy pants tanks that we have now. There was all old converted dairy equipment. What we like to do, and what Nick tried to do, is apply really, really sound technical brewing procedures to making really intense flavored beers. The idea behind the kitchen and the brew pub is to have accessible pub food. We use beer in all of our food. And it's really nice to use beer in that aspect because, again, this is why we're here. We're a brewing company, and it should be involved in everything we do. Well, we have 4 brands that we make year-round, and then every month we come out with a different special seasonal. Whenever we have a break in our production schedule, we'll make a very, very small limited batch that is only sold in the pub.
Brew pubs are usually relatively small, family-owned operations, and 3 Floyds certainly fits that bill. It was originally founded by a father and his 2 sons. Our next stop, another family-owned operation, 2 brothers in Warrenville. Our last stop takes us to the west suburbs where 2 Brothers Brewing has been brewing for 11 years, but the brew pub just opened up earlier this year.
We started actually as home brewers, you know. It's a common thing in the craft beer scene. Quality is #1. We use very high-end ingredients. We pay a lot of premium prices for the ingredients we use, and we feel that you can taste it in the finished product.
All of our beef is organic. All of our burgers are hand-patted. We have a pulled pork sandwich that is 8 hours of smoking love. I feel like Sally Field at the Oscars, that they really, really like us.
We tend to push things a little bit more to the extreme. We try and tweak the recipes, put our own signature on it, and it tends to be a little on the bolder side. Right now we're just going into Costco, so you can find us there, and we'll be starting up with Jewel in April.
Come out and visit us, have a great beer and some tremendous food.
You know, for a great small batch beer, you can always homebrew, but truthfully, I kind of like other people to do the heavy lifting for me. And the best part is there are a lot of craft brew places in the Chicago area to get a great beer. For Primetime Chicago, I'm Schmidt.